Hey guys, how are you today? Just out in the garage, typical Sunday, a few drinks, just organizing some shit, putting parts away. My neighbor's just supposed to come over any time here, so I keep checking outside because it is fucking pouring rain out. And it's not as bad as it was out, but it is still raining. So guys, I just thought I'd come on. It's probably only going to be a few minutes, and I'm out here watching. I don't know if you guys are into this, but I'm watching the Monster Jam World Finals 18 videos from last night. So I'm doing a little drinking, watching a little TV, and straightening up. So I brought my big boy down from the third floor of my house, the first RC I brought down, and I got to go over it because I got a $700 order that I need to make. I already got the order set. I just got to actually hit send so I can get the order to me. So this is my Hpi Baja 5T. Crashed it last year. Needs a whole, well, it needs one rear shock, but I'm just going to rebuild all four. That's one of the things that I'm ordering. And I got this cabinet all. I went and I bought a bunch of organizers just so I could have this really organized. All my electronics, all my glues and tools, and actually have a bunch of spare ones left over. Yeah, I'm storing some Diet Coke up here because my fridge is not on yet. It is still too cold out to plug this fucker in. So yeah, I got my magnetic trays up here, and I even got an extra bin. But I managed to fill these three up anyway. I'm sure there's a lot more. So I'm just trying out these lights here too at the same time. It looks pretty bright in this area, so that's good. I can really see what the difference is between whether these lights are on or not. Oh yeah, hell of a difference. Hell of a difference. Everything goes off. Even the 4-tube set up here goes off. So we got the 4-tube, these ones, and then this one over in this corner. I got all my parts put in here for my Dremel stuff. There's 3 different rows. I had a weird weekend, guys. I worked yesterday, and I came home from work around, I think it was around 11:30 I got home. But my wife was like, well, Carter's going to his grandmother's for the day and sleeping over tonight, and then she was going to the movies with her friend. So I was like, oh yeah, and so she left mid-afternoon, so I've pretty much been alone ever since. I mean, she came home last night, but then she went to work this morning, and now she's going to her parents, which she'll be meeting up with our son there, eating dinner, and then coming back home with him later tonight. So I'm just doing some cleaning up, doing some drinking, and neighbor's about to come over anytime here, like I said. But yeah, this is the big boy I wanted to bring down because I got to go over it and make sure that I don't need absolutely any other parts other than the ones I already got in my list from DDM. You notice the body is broken, but it's actually fixed. It's mended. It's sanded. I just got to paint it. I got paint in the house to paint that. I also have to fix this little part of the body here. I did that last year. The track with the shitty suspension it has on it. And I was really just throttling it. I didn't even care. I had enough beer in me over at the racetrack that I was just giving her, even with no suspension in the back. So I ended up ripping that little piece of the body back here. It was already torn a little bit, but now it's really fucked. But this stuff works amazingly. I don't know how. I still have half a tube of it. Can't even remember what it's called right now. But out of the like half a dozen things I've used to try to mend this body, this thing has actually stood up to the test. I actually ran the truck last year the way it is, and the body never came apart. That's why it's still not painted. I didn't want to go through all the effort of painting it just for it to break apart again. I wanted to bash it a little bit and make sure it was going to hold, which it has. So I'm going to continue to fix the rest of the little cracks in the body, the back bumper, this part up here, it's a little broken here. It's not too bad, but I just don't want anything else to split open that I've already kind of fixed. So yeah, so I got my cabinet. Put some lights on here. Got my cabinet all cleaned out. My toolboxes are in there, and the other side there's some other little parts. As you can see, guys, I got a little water coming in the foundation of my garage just because it's been really mild out and it snowed all the weekend. Really heavy, wet snow, and then it got really, really mild and just kind of started. It does this every year, but I usually suck it up with a vacuum. But it's gotten so minimal now, it'll kind of just dissipate on its own over the next few days. And my rug, these rugs I got for this reason because I knew the kind of rugs that these are, they're like a rubber bottom and then like a hard rug surface, but they always get wet, just like my window, all the cardboard on the windows all kind of drenched too. But it dries up. I mean, it's spring. It dries up after a little while, and this is why I put this, like I got a not really a cardboard, it's more like a plastic under this RC cabinet, just because I knew that this rug will get wet in the spring, and I figured I'd put that little strip of this plastic shit under here just so the wood didn't get saturated and start to rot over the years. So this window is going in. It should be going in next weekend. Well, if not next weekend, anytime soon. As long as the weather's warm enough, that's when it'll be going in. I don't want to start cutting holes in the fucking garage and start playing with that in the minuses. So yeah, so I got this down here. I need to go over it, make sure there's nothing else I need before I send off my list to DDM. And I'm at about $700 right now by the time I get to my door. And I'm trying not to go any further than that. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and do that really quick. Gonna get back to watching my shows here. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.